Fondren's a wonderful example of a creative economy where you have local artists and musicians coming together where they can and do thrive and prosper here. The community gets out and supports all of our local artists and musicians. We love it. It's what makes this community so special and so exciting.
You know, we live in a state where people did sit around waiting for a smokestack. You had agricultural jobs, and you had some manufacturing jobs. That's a trap that community leaders find themselves falling into all the time, and that's just not how it works. And I think when you have elected officials, business officials, and other community leaders sort of recognizing that, look, we're going to have to roll up the sleeves and solve this thing ourselves, that is a critical first step towards a community beginning to sort of thrive. What I think is so exciting about the times we live in now is this idea of the creative economy, and it's reorienting your thought as a community around attracting creative people who are in the business of selling ideas. And so the great thing that we have going for us is that I believe that the state of Mississippi is inherently one of the most creative places in the country. And so when you can bring together people who celebrate ideas, what happens is when you get a group of people who are creating communities and improving communities so that creative companies can thrive and individuals can thrive, then suddenly you have some magic. And that's what's happening here in Fondren, and it's happening in communities all over the state.
Fondren it's a community full of young families, young professionals. It's got a great feel to it.
All of a sudden, it's just come alive, and it's charming. Just the businesses, the restaurants, wonderful places, and a lot of good places to shop. And so we have a lot to be proud of, and so everybody's taking part in this and enhancing it and keeping it the way it should be.
Fondren's been around a long time, but we're seeing this wonderful rebirth. Just the whole community comes out and supports the events that we have.
There are a lot of events happening in Fondren, and I do think what they do is advertise and show people where you are. The great thing about it is, though, you can't pay for advertising to have 3,000 people walk past your business. You can't buy advertising like that.
You know, we were trying to think how we can make Fondren come alive, and we have a good mix with the arts, eats and beats. We have the Symphony at Sunset, bring in the symphony, plays at the Cedars. We have Fondren Unwrapped at the holiday season. So all these events come out and bring the people out and together.
You can walk around, you can see, you can see your friends, but you can also see what the artists are doing, what the restaurateurs are doing.
The promise of the creative economy to economic development in communities is an opportunity to create a new enterprise that is authentically and originally your enterprise.
When I open up a restaurant, I'm going to be hiring people that live in the community. And in the last year and a half, we've opened up 4 restaurants, which means that we've employed between 250 and 300 people. And when a factory comes into a small Mississippi town, they're basically given the key to the city for the economic impact that they've had on that town. So employing 250 people, even though we're a restaurant, we have the same economic impact that a factory would have if it were to come to town.
To lure companies back into places like Fondren, it takes a community behind it who's interested in having people come and be a part of the magic that they have. It takes some infrastructure. What we have going for us here is live, work, play in a self-contained little special community. I mean, we're essentially a small town in the middle of a larger city.
The reception that we received from the residents in the area was phenomenal when we opened here. We got a lot of support from these people. They supported it. They support Fondren. They support all the restaurants here. It's just a great community. And they're proud of this area. And they wanted to see it come back. It's come back. It's just a great place to shop. It's a great place to come and dine. It's a great place to work.
There's nothing better than being able to do what you love. And I think Fondren is a lot about people doing exactly what they love.
So what we find here in Fondren is neighbors being artists and musicians and business owners, white collar, blue collar, all ages, races, and there's something that really works when a diverse group of people are all oriented to the same kind of true north.
I don't know what the future holds, but I do know who holds the future. But I think that if we all work together as families, as businesses, I think it's going to go on and just keep getting better. We have the passion for it, and we have the will to make it better and keep on.